The title Psalms derives from the Greek psalmoi. It denotes religious songs that are performed to musical accompaniment. The musical accompaniment of the psalterion, that's a stringed musical instrument, so they imagined that these were performed to this accompaniment, hence psalmoi. And it's the Septuagint's translation of the Hebrew title Tehillim. The Hebrew title Tehillim probably means, or does mean, praises. The Psalms were only collected into a large anthology in the post-exilic period. We can be pretty sure of that, the 5th or the 4th century. But many, particularly those that are attributed to professional temple musical guilds, are thought to have been used in the temple service. Many of them date from very early pre-exilic times. The temple staff provided the Psalms with musical and liturgical notations. I don't mean musical notes, but I mean words indicating some sort of musical or liturgical use. And those are preserved for us in the text. We don't, for the most part, really know what they mean. They're technical. Some superscriptions and notes seem to be telling us the tune or the kind of musical accompaniment for the psalm, whether it was on stringed instruments or flutes. Most of the Psalms really tell us very little, however, about the time and circumstance of their composition. Several, it seems, were to be used at royal coronations, which would mean that they were written when Davidic kings still ruled in Jerusalem. Psalm 45 is an example of a love song that's written in celebration of the king's marriage with a foreign bride. So this is also of pre-exilic date. So Psalm 45, verses 11 through 18. This would have been sung probably at a royal wedding. Take heed, lass, and note, incline your ear. Forget your people and your father's house, and let the king be aroused by your beauty, since he is your Lord. Bow to him. O Tyrian lass, so she's from Tyre to the north, the wealthiest people will court your favor with gifts, goods of all sorts. The royal princess, her dress embroidered with golden mountings, is led inside to the king. Maidens in her train, her companions, are presented to you. They are led in with joy and gladness. They enter the palace of the king. Your sons will succeed your ancestors. You will appoint them princes throughout the land. I commemorate your fame for all generations, so peoples will praise you forever and ever. So clearly, some of the Psalms date to the period of the monarchy. And scholars divide the Psalter into 5 main collections. Each of them concludes with like a little doxology that indicates that it's the end of a section, sort of 5 books within the larger book of Psalms. The latest of these, they probably go somewhat in chronological order. So we think number 5, for example, is probably the latest of the group because it's the one where the manuscripts that were found at Qumran show the greatest variation, which suggests that they had continued fluid for some time before being finally fixed. The second book, Book 2, so about halfway through the Psalms, right? At the end of number 72. Book 2 concludes with this postscript. The prayers of David, the son of Jesse, are ended. So at one time, the Davidic Psalms were thought to end there. Almost all of the Psalms in Book 1 are prefaced with the phrase to or of David. The particle in Hebrew can be ambiguous, probably of David. And to this old first temple nucleus, you had other collections then gravitating. So for example, all of the Psalms between 120 and 134, they all bear the same title, a song of ascents. They were songs that were probably sung by pilgrims on pilgrimage to Jerusalem because from any direction you go to Jerusalem, you have to go up. And so you go up to Jerusalem.